All right, let's get this baby started exactly where we left off yesterday. All right. Preservation, their purpose. Assesses her surroundings with grim determination. All right, let's get into it. Diliala will gladly welcome every last Alexandrian with open arms, but what of the nation the late queen was so desperate to preserve? What of that bright haven of peace and laughter? I won't stand here and let her legacy be sullied any further. I will protect Alexandria. That is the promise I made with her at the last. She betrayed you, did she not? Why do you feel this obligation? Sorry, adjusting my chair. I saw myself in her, I suppose. We both felt the people's joys our own, yet alone we lacked the strength. Yet alone we lacked the strength to protect them. There's so much that I love in this world, too much for me to take in my arms and keep safe. And that made me afraid. I needed someone who shared that love and fear, so together we could do what we couldn't by ourselves. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe I just wish that we could have been friends. So when she turned to me in her final hour, desperate to safeguard Alexandria's future, I swore that I would see it done. In the end, I think both of you found the friend you needed. I would be yours as well, Sphene. Whether you fall or struggle to rise, I'll come running to the rescue, and you do the same for me. That's how we protect the things we love. That's how we'll protect Alexandria. You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna say anything. Right, we got a bit sidetracked there. We should probably be on our way. Do a patrol or see if Shale needs a hand. And there you all are. We were afraid we'd miss you. Alice and the others said you were here. Good news, we finally found a crack in Calix's armor. We discovered laboratories on Everkeep's 10th level that once housed the Preservation Initiative. Containment Complex 10-29, it's called, and it's been falsely registered as a distribution center. In reality, it hasn't recorded any traffic in decades. We don't think this is where Calix is hiding as such, but it may well contain clues that will point us in the right direction. I'm sorry it took us so long just to get this far. If you're interested, what do you say we all go and check it out together? Thank you for all your hard work. This is a huge step forward. And up. We need to take the lift to get to the complex. I've cleared this expedition with the relevant authorities and have one of our people waiting to operate said lift. Let's not keep her waiting. Alright. I guess this is going to be the dungeon then. Ooh, gotta go around. Okay, that's fine. Alright, let's get to this. Shale. Oh yeah, because that's the lift that we took to go down. Preservation laboratories. I shudder to think what they were researching, but it's no time to be squeamish. I don't really care what glue stick and Wooklamot say. Up to the 10th level. Oh, it's not going to be the dungeon? Hmm.
So this is one of Preservation's laboratories.
It's so dark I can barely see.
Get better eyes. Oh, the conspicuously lit terminal.
Just a moment. If I can reroute the power to the circuit.
All right. Bing, bing, bing.
You got the lights working.
Wow.
Smell how stale the air is. This room hasn't been in use for many years.
Oh, jeez. Can't imagine.
It was thanks to Kroil and Galulja that we managed to locate this place.
You may remember that my earring contained the control code for the gate to the Golden City.
Mm-hmm.
As it was Preservation that constructed the portal, we reasoned that the code to operate it might include a signature of some sort, unique to their organization.
Good deduction.
So I took a closer look, and a line-by-line examination yielded a string of symbols identifying the code's author.
Let me guess, it was Calyx.
We then began accessing the nodes for every door in Everkeep, seeking out control codes which contained those same symbols.
Is it Calyx that did it? It's gotta be. It's gotta be
discovered
Calyx.
our prize behind door number 1860, the entrance to
Okay.
the facility in which we now stand. I'd probably still be at it if Galulja hadn't been around to assist me.
What?
I took breaks.
What did he
but
do?
Shale never stopped working. Not even once.
I just need to know what this. You're a treasure, Shale. You got to be nice to your
I
friends.
can contribute precious little else, I'm afraid, but I appreciate your kind words.
Don't belittle yourself like that. You're
In any
great.
case, this next part will require your helping hands.
Okay.
We need to spread out and search for something that may lead us to Calyx. We're more than happy
Split
to
the
help,
party.
of course,
Split the party.
but I wonder, won't he realize we've found this place?
Probably.
It's highly likely, and personally I hope he does.
Ooh, she's angry. She's angry. You all know our main objective. We're here to pick up Calyx's trail. And I've learned of a certain device that should help us do just that. I'll explain how as we proceed, but according to the information I was able to dredge up, the device in question should have been installed in the director's office. Alright, where's this director's office? Oh. What a very convenient map. Yep, this map bleh. I cannot speak. Researchers Commons. And here, so here? Yeah, the small little room. That makes sense. Yes, we should, but the interior door is locked. We need a security key with the appropriate clearance to open it. Judging by the mechanism, should be a card of some kind. Be some electro magic. well before my time. It may take a while to crack it. And in case I can't, you might want to look around and see if anyone left a security card behind. Considering the state of the place, it does seem they abandoned it in some haste. I shouldn't be surprised if we found one. Let's get searching. Oh, personal belongings, sorry. Close cooperation will be necessary to overcome the obstacles. Helpful hint will appear in a different color. Pay close attention to the information provided by your comrades should you find yourself unable to proceed. So I need personal belongings. In here. The only desk with the drawers already open. You can tell at a glance the desk former's owner has left some things behind. Yes. Electro surface is marked with a bold level 1. Right on the door and see if it opens. Scanning device. Use. If it worked on the first try, I'm going to be so surprised. Oh my god, I am so good at this game. It's getting nowhere with that outdated circuit. Why would they abandon a facility like this? It was run by a director Demetrius, or so that terminal over there told me. Yes, let's go in. Onwards! Another locked door. Level 1 is probably the lowest level, I'm betting. Beep beep. Scanner is demanding a level 3 security clearance. Let's sort of search in the proto lab. Alright, let's go. Yeehaw. This machine feeds into a soul cell. I'm reminded of my imprisonment by the Empire. Surely this device wasn't made to hold people. Today began my employment of preservation. The organization was unfamiliar to me, but when the recruitment letter arrived, I had a gut feeling that this work would be far more fulfilling than any orthodox medical practice. My instincts were correct. Master Calix's philosophy is a refined ideal of notions I've only vaguely entertained, that mankind must evolve beyond the shackles of his flesh and blood existence. I had a meeting with Director Demetrius today. I've heard others praise his genius intellect, yet he seems to be a guttering candle in comparison to Master Calix's blinding brilliance. This morning I was permitted to access the top floor and observe the workings of limiting memory. As predicted, the shortage of ether required to sustain the Endless is reaching critical levels. Yet Queen Sphene insists on continuing her ineffectual flailing. Our Milala colleagues, including the Protolab chief, have been behaving in a decidedly suspicious manner of late. Should I report my concerns to the director? That's Kryle's mother and father. From tomorrow, I've been assigned to assist with the research project in the Deutero lab. We are scheduled to conduct a major experiment. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, my forearm just cramped. Oh, God. Woo. I've been assigned to assist with the research project in the Deutero lab. We're scheduled to conduct a major experiment, the details of which I have been kept ignorant. It would seem prudent to back up my memory data. The way this room is set up, the canister inserted into the large device looks to be a soul cell. Could this be where they conducted their experiments to create Endless? But we could probably spend days investigating this complex. Finding a way into the director's office must take precedence. Speaking of which, Galul Jah mentioned the locker over in the corner that he couldn't open. Yeah, I'll take a look. Hmm. 158. Got it. Hmm. I'm not a genius. Hmm. Hmm. All right, Wook Lamont, what do you got? One 11509. Yes. 11509. Yes. Okay. 11509. Enter. Got it. Said commit that to memory. So yeah. Level 2 security card. We need a level 3. Perhaps we'll open up the other one then. See, I'm so smart. Yeah, praise me. Still open more doors. Yep. Let's go into the other area. These preservation members led such surprisingly normal lives. Leaving notes, losing their cars. I guess I imagine they would be more, what's the word, bloodless, maniacal? I mean, isn't that like the whole thing about the banality of evil? I say evil, but my parents were once part of preservation, if you recall. It would seem the researchers who agreed with Calix and his philosophy underwent the conversion to endless entities. But I assume those who could not or would not eventually left the organization altogether. Researchers kept journals in their data tablets. The one I read doesn't explain much, but something big happened in the complex. And afterwards it was decided that everyone would become endless. The writer was really happy about this. You can tell how much they admired Calix and his work. Entries ended after that, but maybe I can read more on the other tablet there. Let's go to the other room. Let's do it. We'll have the Deutero Lab and the maintenance facilities left to search. Alright. I'll take the old one if you like it. I won't have any more use of it. Nope. Let's do it. Open the door. I want to do more puzzles. I want to do more puzzles. I just want to do more puzzles. I say puzzles, but it's like, look at the highlighted text. And remember numbers. Deutero Lab. Yeah, that's what they mentioned, that they had the thing going on in the Deutero Lab in that one. This way. I guess? Doesn't seem to be any power. Look, there's a sign above the card scanner. In case of emergency, backup power can be rerouted from facilities. Facilities room is down to the other branch of this corridor. Alright, I guess we're going to the facilities first. Nyom. Oh, joy. It's going to be one of these. Cool. I'm excited, as you can tell, in the wild inflection of my voice. Engaging power supply. No good is returning an error. There must be a preliminary procedure. According to this error code reference, if the power supply has been interrupted for an extended period of time, then we need to reconfigure both the emergency generator and the circuit control panels. That's the emergency generator, yup. By the looks of it, it's the same model as the one used in Heritage Found. How does this send power to the other lab? That's the circuits. The energy cable attached to the base of this terminal leads down the hall directly to the Deutero lab, which means we need a way to connect the generator to that cable. How about these patterns on the floor? Could this be the circuit we need to reconfigure? Yes. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Unbroken path for the power below. Look on for yada yada. Yeah. Glue stick jaw. You do it. Yes. I want to reconfigure the generator. Let me go. Let me go. I do it. I want to do it. All right. The 4 tile patterns in the correct positions. So this one, I need it to be a square. This one needs to be triangle. This is so easy. This one needs to be circle. And that means I guess this one has to be diamond. God, I'm so good. Done. Done and done. Took a couple seconds. They made that a little bit too easy. I want my... Oh, God. What is this? Oh, perfect. I was wondering what that was. I just found a piece of metal in my hair from work. The Deutero lab should now be fully powered. Well done. Could we access a certain data log before moving on? I was searching on the storage shelves and one of the labels caught my eye. Preservation, the early days is the title. Of course, it'll only take up a minute to bring up the contents. Looks like it's a looks to be a text-based account. I'll read it out. Preservation, an Alexandrian Institute for Technical Development, was founded by Calix, an 11-year-old child prodigy. Approval for establishing the organization came during Alexandria's involvement in the storm surge, with Calix's designs for new defensive solutions funded in large part by the Treasury. As the conflict grew in intensity and casualties mounted, Calix funneled Preservation's resources towards the perfection of memory storage. Research into this field continued even after the storm surge came to an end, with Calix eventually electing to preserve his own memories in a virtual domain. So this account is from before he embraced the endless existence, hundreds of years ago. I met him only once before the storm surge began. I was attending my father, who is then the reigning king of Alexandria. Calix could not have been more than 10 years of age and required constant treatment for his debilitating illness. Yet, still he published theories so highly regarded that even the royal family was aware of his achievements. Life should not be lost to the injustice of death. Even now I can hear the single-minded will behind his words. So, it was that when war came to our kingdom that my father was quick to commit his unwavering support to this somber youth in his proposals for preservation. Several years later, the ensuing violence brought the death of both my parents. Overwhelmed as I was by my sudden succession to the throne, I suspect they spared me the reports on endless research and other less urgent matters. So you had no way of knowing what kind of person Calix was changing into. Did he change? I wonder. Perhaps he has ever been the type to value ideals over compassion, and I failed to see it at the time. I wouldn't go that far. Or perhaps he did change, but still driven by those same deeply held beliefs. That mortality is cruel and unjust, and his role is to deliver mankind from this fate. I mean, he was dying of an illness, so... whatever the case may be, we cannot allow him to shape our future. Let's press on, shall we? If I've done my job, oh God. If I've done my job correctly, the door to the Deutero Lab should be accessible now. I'll give everything a once over just to be sure. Don't split the party! Yes, everyone goes together. Whew. I just skipped over that. Wow. Wow. Chat. No. Event. The energy current seems to be stable enough. Still, you should let me handle this one. The security cards, if you please. Oh, and a quick prayer that a shorted wire doesn't burn me from the inside out. Hmm? Hmm? I'll get this door open. Alright, let's do it. Open sesame. Phew, smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. That's interesting. That looks like the key, doesn't it? Going into a cutscene. God's above, isn't that? It's the key. Or what? We're trying to make an artificial key, I guess. Could be wrong, though. The key to interdimensional fusion looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they've used it to make another key. But isn't it missing the shard inside, like the one that I have? Ah. We may have been laboring under a misconception. The key was originally a Malala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we can see that all the vessel's components were constructed here. So what might that tell us? The crystal itself is the key. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. It is as my parents explained. The key remained shrouded in mystery. Preservation augmented it with electro, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. Ooh. Now it makes sense. Calix can track the key because its vessel was made by preservation. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I will have to enlist Yashtola's assistance for a thorough investigation. I too am curious about a great many things, but pinning down Calix's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there is a security card here that grants us access to the director's office. The director. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cars they may have left behind. Remember, anything less than level 3 is no good to us. Size Queen. No security card. Speen. Cabinet drawer. Found a security card. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Hey, it only took me to my second try. We gaming now. Well, if it isn't exactly what we need. Who would put their security key in a drawer? That should get us into the rector's office. So, what was it you were hoping to find here again, Shale? You were saying that a certain device is going to help us. Right, I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After we discovered this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed a cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep security cameras. Considering the way Calix has always been one step ahead of us, we must assume that he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor our activities. To monitor what? Monitor what you, as a key holder, are planning. Well, I'm just a friendly little guy. I'm just a little guy. But since Calix is the ultimate recipient of those transmissions, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all this surveillance traffic. Yep. Are we gonna fight Calix? Instead, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be on entirely the wrong track. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't? Back in the old castle, Calix said he was measuring my strength. What can I possibly dream up that's stronger than him? Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. Found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore the data, though, if you'd like to see it. I would like to see it. However, one sec. I've really got to go to the restroom. So I have to quickly go to the restroom. I'll be back in like a minute. I'm gonna mute my mic. In time. All right. Let's see it. And yes, I washed my hands. I'm not a monster.
Are you really planning to leave?
Huh? Is that?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. I struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but sure.
What would become of mankind were we to halt that process?
Nice
If
eyes,
unending
dude.
Stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calix's vision.
Okay. And?
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject.
What do you consider his perspective? That you're gonna die anyways? Kind of thing?
But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways.
Okay.
I lack his extraordinary genius.
Yep, the
I have
illness.
no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research.
Okay.
I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come.
Did she found Oblivion?
Surely you...
Oh! No, she didn't found Oblivion. Oh
Protocol,
no.
you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Ruthless. Ruthless. How could you do something like that? She only wanted to leave, and he executed her. Yeah. We checked the images against the personal data. The man who pulled the gun was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to a deep infatuation with Master Calix. The cameras in this room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he was trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. Wow. That's crazy. I'm not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through the portal, even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dared not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers, they were likely killed. Oh, that's rough. They did not regret their actions. Right. The echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Oh, man. Worry not, Sveen. Thanks to the Haven of Living Memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. Yes, they seem like good people. It is enough for me to carry on. Oh god, I was just thinking of that, that one animated video of that scene in living memory, and Graha just deep throats the ice cream. Oh man. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and preservation. But what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. Sorry, Mom just texted me. They made sure no one could cross into the source or threaten their child's safety. Yes, they did the right thing. Let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the Bi-Rector's office. Okay. What are we going to find out? I want to know. Scanning device, yada yada yada. Send it. Level 3. Let's go, gamers. We're all gaming now. Let's go. Now to find that data relay. Don't be shy, everyone. Speak up if anything odd catches your eye. We might have needed that security card. All right, let's go. I want to see if I can find it first. Wow, is that an electro? Wow. An electro Keurig. Let's go. This terminal isn't connected to any outside networks, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. Also smaller than the map suggested. That means that there's a hidden wall somewhere. What am I missing? Yep. Yep. There's their little pull door there. The locker. Oh my god. This dude is... Oh no. Shutdown protocols. All personnel have undergone processing. Once the shutdown protocols have been completed, I will proceed with my own corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, we must keep this complex in pristine condition, whether it be needed for experiments or otherwise. It must be ready to support the future operations in whatever capacity Master Calyx requires. To that end, facility equipment will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Nothing of note. Mystery of the key's activation condition remains unsolved. The key triggered an explosion today. Temporary interdimensional portal verified. Continue attempts to stabilize the core energy's reactions. 13 researchers died? Oh no. Memory faculties of 4 personnel sufficiently intact for endless conversion. Remaining 9 designated for aether reclamation processing. Wow. Nothing of note. Rejected resignations of 2 Malala Milala researchers. Major incident, detailed in full report. Those two in Malala broke with preservation and absconded with the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated, we were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh was to serve Master Calyx as physical instruments to conduct his experiments. Deprived of the object of our research, our existence serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. The complex is to be shut down. All personnel will have their bodies reduced to ether, which will be allocated for further experimentation. Memory data will be archived. Any endless conversions will be subject to Master Calyx's discretion. If he does not deem us fit, then we are not deserving of eternal life. Yep, they're dead. Let's check the soul storage crate. Collection of soul cells may have once belonged to the director. They appear to be empty. I want to check the beverage station. What kind of bevs y'all got? What kind of bevies? Having lain dormant for years, the now active coffee maker has already entered a self-cleaning cycle. It appears to have no other purpose beyond brewing coffee, though it remains to be seen when it will be able to do so once more. Yeah, you gotta get like, how many years of gunk out of that? What? Find the crumbled note wedged between the file binders. Secure room lift access. Requires passwords to be input simultaneously at terminals in the Proto Lab, the Deutero Lab, and the Director's office. Yes. That's exactly what Shale wants. Shale. Have you found something? Yes. Yes. Right here. Thank you. Misplaced note, was it? Yes. With instructions for accessing a secure room no less, seems we need to enter a password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There's no such room marked on the map, was there? No, a precautionary measure no doubt, and if passwords are involved, I expect the access lift itself is concealed too. By electrope, you mean? Ah, it could be that wall. I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. What? Remember what Kufkiwa used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface. Electrope isn't always what it appears to be. Electrope has many uses, Ed boy. Electrope is how you alter the look of all of Solution 9's floors and walls, isn't it? Shouldn't be too hard to disable. Hey, another door. I've managed to deactivate the projection, but the lock is another story. Say, lay out the password protocols. Say we go ahead and try it. Take the Proto Lab, Deutero Lab, and I guess I got the facility then? Oh, smart. If the passwords are hiding behind clues, that may be something I can help with. You do a... I'll take Deutero Lab duty then. Yep. Office password. The one with the gems? Thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose, but I couldn't find any switches or buttons to make it do anything. Oh, the gem. The gem. We're missing the gem. Sapphire, garnet. That means it's probably an emerald. another look in the locker. Is there anything in here? Nope. Something about... Oh, look at that. Holla holla, get dollar. Data tablet. Sorry, I'm quickly reading through this. Resignation, they're dead. Personal budget, ether. Shutdown protocols. Yes, it's far down here. No, it was... We need an emerald. Do I have to go look over here? Anybody can chime in and let me know. Okay, cool. I have jog here. That's nice. Because I need an emerald. Or I need another jewel. That's what it is. Not an emerald. Don't call it an emerald specifically. I mean, I could just YOLO it. Let's go YOLO it. YOLO. Found the cube puzzle made of electro. Let's solve the puzzle. There we go. I feel dumb. Oh, it's Alexandrite. They named the kingdom after him. Alright, I'm gonna put the Alexandrite in here then. There we go. Insert the Alexandrite. Snuggling into place almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appear on the display, accompanied by a short phrase. That looks like the floor plan of this complex. Here to be handwritten. Let's see. Heed the stones. It's supposed to be about the special meanings Alexandrians have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. Alright, let's go talk with Sphene then. I want to go talk with Sphene's first, jeez. Alexandrite represents the concept of protection, which is incidentally also the origin of Alexandria's name. Yes. I do think it has something to... Sapphire and Garnet as well, you say. Yes, they all have meanings. Alexandrite, I said, is protection. Sapphire represents honesty, and Garnet symbolizes devotion. That's 4, 8, 10. Oh, sure. Let's try it. Let's start with Vuklamat at the Protolab. What should she enter? She was up north, so she needs honesty. Honesty. Garnet is devotion. Protection. I love the stool. Hey, let's go. So glad that worked. The secure room is the only place we've yet to search. If the data relay is anywhere, it has to be there. All right, let's go. We'll venture in as soon as Wuklamot and Kral rejoin us. Join us. All right, let's go. What's gonna be waiting for us here? Oh, hey, it's Calyx.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
Wasn't he in front of something
is,
similar to this?
But whether or not it will
When we
suffice
first met
for
him?
our purposes is another question.
Or is that just for show? Echo?
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form.
Okay.
These data entities, as we might call them, have only two methods for interacting with the material world.
A robot?
One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether.
Okay.
They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed,
Yes,
is the
machine.
remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body?
Should I destroy my SSD right now?
The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then...
Endless or data? Inside electrodes somewhere. Because that's our data storage.
Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Yes, we have.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
Yep. That's exactly it.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in Living Memory.
Wuklamon has a point. Very good point.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Spheen's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect a sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Oh, geniuses. Geniuses.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source.
Okay, so how is he communicating then?
That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City. and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited living memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
Okay.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
That would make sense.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere.
So he's just confident that we can't beat
Almost
him?
every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been.
Here comes his dopey face.
Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary.
God, I love... He has a good theme. I like his theme a lot.
Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you.
Oh! Challenge accepted, buddy.
Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso terminal. The storage device which holds my memories is there.
Alright. Let's fight.
Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
Oh, I'm not refusing it. I don't think you understand what's going on here, Sphene.
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into endless.
Yeah. You knew this already. Peace wasn't an option with this guy.
Of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx.
How do you want me to beat that ass?
The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate.
Wait, how did he do that?
If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
Okay. Alright, Sphene. Don't act like we're dumb, Calyx.
Salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part.
Oh, you didn't have your Python terminal open. Couldn't do 1+1.
As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than life. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key.
Okay.
I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching.
Stop being a creep, dude.
Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Could I pour a little bit more salt in the wound? It's pretty funny when you get upset.
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, Not one more future. Not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
Oh, God. His angry, pouty face was too good.
Sorry for losing my temper. But there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx. Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price.
Oh,
I
man.
won't let that happen.
Ow. Forearm cramped again. He's wrong if he thinks he's taking our measure. Oh, man. All right, Miss
If I
Fiend.
may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both.
For what? I just get to beat up on a guy who's gotten too big for his britches. Like, what's...
On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Aww. All right, let's get into it. That was an adventure. May not have been by the method Shay was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next. I remain curious about Preservation's research into the key. That is an investigation for another day. Then let's head straight to the back room. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. Alright. I'd like to at least get to the dungeon today and do the dungeon. As my other self who entrusted you with the key, though she could not change who she was, the consequences of her final choice linger, powering us to shape our own future. Pass on the short version of events to our comrades. Cool. Is this going to be one of the... I just began to read the text and I lost my train of thought. I'm sure we'll be able to do it with like... full party of friends. He waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. That infuriating, condescending way he spoke to us. See whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Oh my gosh. Oh, wife wants back. I gotta take it. That. Alright, I'll be sending that to a friend. I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation. Sorry, I skipped over her. I know things didn't go to plan, but we learned a great deal about preservation. That knowledge should come in handy in the days to come. Though I may not be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation, I mean to see this through with you all, providing whatever support I can. Let's do it. Sphene is resolved to take part in the upcoming battle. So she is going to join us and send word to the others, but now we have to consider what our next actions will be. Well, we go and beat him up. We can go and beat his virtual butt up. Calyx has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. And though it feels much like striding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. If we are to destroy the memories he supposedly has stored in the upper reaches of the Meso Terminal, then that is where we must go. While I'm still upset at being deprived of my moment, I nevertheless did my due diligence. True. I can confirm that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. When you go to fight Calyx, pray let me fight alongside you. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, and for the other Sphene I may have become. But most importantly, for my beloved kingdom and a joyful tomorrow. I'll keep you safe. I stand my queen. I shall hold you to that, but I'll also protect you in turn because that is what comrades do. I'll be coming with you as well. You know my reasons. It hardly needs saying, but your fellow Scions also have every intention of accompanying you into battle. So adamant were Alice, Blue Alice, and the others on this point that they have already left for living memory. I am more than ready to do the same. I'll keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing neo-regulators. Should you need anything from me, I'll be on standby here in the back room. I really want to go with you too, but I know I can't. I know that sometimes you have to be patient and trust your friends. Oh, Urbino, Crown and I think that we should go talk to Gosan before we leave for living memory. Under Calyx's direction, preservation has helped shape Alexandria's society for centuries. Taking him down will have serious consequences, and we need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. Justifications aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Exactly, we don't know if Gosan will approve or oppose our chosen course, but either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Come, should we be on our way? Resolution first, yes? Yes. Be safe, everyone. We'll see you when it's over. He's in Solution 9. Okay. Whew. Let's go talk to this guy and then hopefully get to do a fight. I want to fight. Let's go sprint. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Government officials must be fielding demands from all quarters. I do not envy his position. So, dude, here's the thing. We're gonna screw some things up.
I see. A difficult situation.
Yep.
In the absence of an official sovereign, I agree that it is not preservation's place to dictate the future of our nation. However, I also cannot simply take a side and declare my support for your efforts to defeat Calyx.
Okay. What if we just, ask you to not interfere? You don't have to support us, but just don't hinder us.
Is that because of the new regulator you wear?
I've yet to register it. I find myself caught between the fear of dying and the desire to carry out the duties of governance.
I mean, everyone's afraid of dying. Everyone.
My greatest concern is how we shall stem this ever-increasing terror of mortality when becoming endless is no longer an option.
You eventually learn to live with it.
And that's to say nothing of the recent slaughter committed by our own soldiers. The fact that such violence was perpetrated for the very purpose of creating Endless will paradoxically make it more difficult to endorse your chosen course.
That is a paradox. Why? I want to know your reasoning behind this.
It may not seem logical, but for those who lost friends and family in the attacks, halting the creation process altogether would render the deaths of their loved ones utterly meaningless.
What? Excuse me? That doesn't make sense. Is my brain just too smooth to understand?
Is it not cruel to rob them of what little solace they could claim, when we have only just learned what it is to mourn? Tell me, how are we meant to overcome such tragedies?
By sharing happy memories. By not letting them die. Forever.
We stop begging others to teach us for a start.
That's also true. Huh? A lot of these people are very familiar.
For the longest time, we've been protected by Queen Sphene and the systems put in place by our forebears. The hardships and responsibilities of life were distant things, and we felt entitled to our comforts, even as we barely noticed those who risked everything to keep us sheltered.
Alright, spitting
But
some
no
bars.
more. From now on, we need to learn on our own
Okay, yeah, I mean,
how to live with the promise of death, how to endure the pain of loss. We may never learn to love such things, but we may learn to survive them.
true! So true.
The people beyond the barrier, even the Alexandrians of old, they've all had to live with these fears. There's no reason we can't do it too.
What are you all doing here?
Why are you getting mad at the people that are... Okay.
Malachite called us in, and the Oblivion members briefed us on the current crisis. You don't stand idly by while your house burns down. We came together and thought about how we could help. Long story short, we've decided to join the fight alongside Oblivion.
Boo.
I say fight, but we're well aware of how little use we'd be in actual combat.
What you need to do is just make a support network.
A battle of ideas, on the other hand. Now that we might be qualified to do something about. We'll talk to our neighbors and do our best to quell their fears. Convince them to make the most of this life and enjoy all it has to offer.
Somebody still needs to make, like, a mod that just extends the Elysian head and neck outside of the frame every time there's an Elysian in a cutscene.
Perhaps that will help to ease your burden.
It certainly will. Even if a few are assuaged by your words, it will make things easier.
Those who have already registered will be difficult to sway, but there are still many who waver.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta fight the fight with people that you might be able to help, or change their mind. Someone who's already made up their mind? Sometimes you just can't change people's minds if they've already made it up. No matter how logical you may sound, or how good of points you may make.
If you truly care for the people of Alexandria, then now's the time to start thinking of ways to prevent more deaths.
Were I to become endless at the expense of my countrymen's lives, I would regret it for the rest of my existence.
I knew he had a good head on his shoulders. Such an easy thing. I say easy, but
when the people have lost their way,
I know I wouldn't be able to do it.
To support and guide them. Alexandria can rise above this sorrow and find its way forward once more. Is that not so, Your Majesty?
Indeed it is. No, that wasn't... what I meant to say was...
Calm down, Sphene.
Amity, you used her name.
They all knew.
The perfect resemblance to our beloved Queen Sphene has not escaped our notice. Yet we also understand that you are not her. Having to live in secret, unable to share who you really are. That must have been hard on you.
Okay. Thank goodness the townspeople aren't
When
as
you come back, please
dense.
tell us all about yourself. I imagine yours is a rather outlandish story, but we're eager to hear it all the same. You're one of us, an Alexandrian, and we don't abandon our own.
So happy the hood didn't like make people not be able to see who she was.
I promise to return.
Oh, please tell me she returns.
And when I do, I look forward to speaking with you all.
I'll be so upset if she doesn't make it. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, Sphene, let's go. Everyone was so warm and welcoming. Alexandrians are, as ever, a stalwart people. How glad I am to be home. Yeah, probably was. Only I could claim the courage to do so came from within. Final push came from Alexandria's citizens and the bravery in taking the first step towards change. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you, dude. Speaking of which, can I ask you to lock that needle regulator away where no one can get it? That should prevent the registrations from reaching the target number. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Surmise the surplus units are to account for those like myself who have had a change of heart or otherwise hesitant to register. Yeah, I was wondering, like, it made no sense that it was only going to be 5,000. Only 5,000 regulators, I mean. Envoy, Banui, Banui, Banui.
Things seem much the same.
People need time, dude.
So listen, you have nothing more to fear than any other normal day. Deep breaths. We'll get through this.
Yep. And it's we. We will get through this. Everyone.
You'd be telling them much the same if you were here. I suppose it falls to me now.
Oh, is he gonna channel his mother? Hey! Hey! Erinville's so cute. I'm just gonna warp. Place is still empty. Man. So sad. I'd be in this place more if it was... I mean, I understand why they made it dead. But I would be in this place a lot more if it was not completely dead. Good to see our comrades hail and girded for battle. As for us, we've been ahead to inspect the lay of the land. There's no changes of note aside from the Meso terminal itself. What happened? The wall is receded to provide a convenient entrance into the structure's interiors. There was no such ingress when we were last here, so we must assume that Calyx has since manipulated the terminal's electrope, all to facilitate his most gracious invitation to the upper levels. An invitation I am eager to accept for the sake of all who love Alexandria. I will not yield nor leave them to despair. Alright, let's do it. I believe everyone determined to be here is present and accounted for. Have we done roll call? Have we checked our sign-in sheet? Shall we make our way to the terminal? We shouldn't wish to keep our insistent host waiting. Let's go. Go, cat mommy. I mean, Yustola. Nyum. Oh, interesting. Well, let's go. Well, here we are again, facing another battle to decide Alexandria's fate. For centuries I slept here. Upon awakening, I found the world as I knew it had changed. I was so frightened at first, I couldn't recognize a single thing and thought everything I loved had gone to dust. Yet, beneath the unfamiliar surface, much remained the same. For that, I give thanks to Otis and Zelenia and their royal knights, who lay their lives on the line to defend our way of life. I thank every Alexandrian who believed in our future and passed on our legacy. She is so dying. She is so dying. And I thank my other self, who so loved this kingdom of ours. And I thank you all for kindling this hope in my heart, this courage to take up arms and fight once more. So let us make our stand together and fight for what we hold dear. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. Together we stand, together we fight. Alright. You have my gratitude, and surely Otis and Zelenia will join us in spirit. Let's head inside and finish this. In the upper reaches of this terminal awaits the device which holds Calix's memories. It falls to us to make the climb and destroy it once and for all. We must bring matters to a definitive end. We'll not suffer him to cause Alexandria further harm, or to claim the key. The Queen entrusted it to me for a good reason. Besides, it would be a tragedy indeed to relinquish a relic with so much research potential. Okay, you just want to see your, like, Hrothgar friend, baby lover. Apparently, Calix thinks he's taking your measure. I urge you to correct that misguided assumption. Exactly. That is the thing that made me the most upset. I wholeheartedly concur. That's a bit loud. Yet, I would still counsel caution. I would be so bold as to extend as an invitation bespeaks tremendous confidence in his preparations. What boss has he given us? Come, friends, we set forth into the midst of dreaming endless. Why is that Sphene's voice now? I don't know. But it just is. It sounded right. Until I said it. Then it sounded very wrong. Ooh, fun. Party of NPCs. Alright, Sphene is a DPS. Ooh, interesting.
I stand ever ready.
So we could have Graha, or we could have Blue Alice. I could also go with this and then this. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's not have Wuklamont join us. Let's go! Loot rule is all to me. Oh, my gear changed? Sad. Alright. Let's take a guess. How many times am I gonna die? Okay, this music is pretty dope. I've got stamina for days. Ooh. Seriously, I got a crit on my auto attack. That's just perfect. Okay. Next. Not mad at that. We good. We Gucci. We Prada. I just realized what that what the motif is from. Is it Smile? That's what it's from. Unless the motif is used in other songs as well. I can't believe I didn't recognize that. Man, I feel silly. That's fine. Being silly's good. I'm gonna read this. What is preservation's purpose? The answer to that question is simple. To ensure the survival of mankind. In a world beset by lightning aspect and imbalance, this means that securing a place where people may live in safety, as well as establishing a treatment for the leaven sickness which plagues us. Many approaches were considered, but in the end, it was a child, a youth of undeniable genius, who discovered the most brilliant and complete solution to all the challenges we now face. Bruh, stop running away from me. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of the patches. I could be completely off base though. I feel like we're getting close to the at least finale for Calix's story. Hopefully that's true. I'd like to finish it tonight. Still got to get up early for work tomorrow. Boo. Are they all medics? That's what I want to know. Oh, shoot. I forgot I had dual cast on. Silly, silly, silly. And I'm just going like no thoughts head empty. I should have been doing my AoE casts there. My bad. Happy. Ooh. Kia. Got him. First boss.
Memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
That's not necessarily how it always is, dude. I knew that was going to be a raid wide. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Heal him! Don't let my cute little cat boy go. Itchy nose. Oh, why do you have to itch now?
Hold still. Hold still.
I haven't died yet. That's a plus. I'm not completely rusted out, even though I haven't played this game much. Oh.
You've overburdened the system. No matter, it served its purpose.
What did I get? Got... Oh. Just home. Wait. Huh? Okay. According to Master Calyx, it is not the body which provides life to a living being, but the soul. The soul! Furthermore, it is the memories etched upon that ephemeral giver of existence which encapsulate one's true self. Based upon those principles, he has proposed a methodology for preserving souls using electrope technology. As those are composed entirely of ether, he asserts that storage via contemporary means would be eminently possible. Experiments conducted on criminal subjects and volunteers have, in fact, already proven successful in capturing the ether release at the moment of death. Mankind as we know it has taken a great leap forward. Sure, volunteers. They should have put volunteers in quotes. A terminal claw. Eat this. Bada bing. Skedaddle skedoodle. The phallus is now a noodle. Look at me go. I'm so good at this game. Here's your coffer. Is that better than what I have? Yep. Crit that, that's fine. Okay. Oh, it's a bracelet. Duh. 740 and that's 735. Yeah, not good. Okay, let's get this done as quick as possible. Wrong button. Yeah, this is definitely feels like the motif from Smile. Preserve prisoners. Man, how would you like that? You're preserved as a prisoner for the rest of your life? Not everyone who goes to prison is the worst type of person imaginable. Man, I remember when I first got Red Mage. It felt so cool. Ooh. Especially doing like the first flare combo. Back then it was just flare since I first got it in Stormblood. It was the job that I was like really gunning for when I joined the game too, because I also joined during Stormblood. I always did a lot more. Oh, I always did more support jobs, but I didn't want to just do only support. So Red Mage seemed like that perfect DPS support role. And plus, I got to do flips and stuff. Who doesn't love doing flips? Is that like a little falafel there? Why is a little falafel the last one standing? Okay. Oh, so I gotta stay within? Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot! I knew that was gonna happen. Alright, now I understand. I won't get a Vuln stack next time. I'll do better. Alright, let's go.
Your sentence is death. How long can you defend? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
In. Do it. Do it. Oh no! Oh no! Gotta have a Vuln stack. Okay, this isn't too bad now that I kind of know what I need to do. Yep, still got it. Okay. How did Alphino and Grahatia beat me? Should I be embarrassed? I'm third? Sorry, I'm fourth? What? I guess I really have lost it. Whoa. Never really had it, to be fair. I'm also playing really kind of chill right now. I'm completely leaned back in my chair, like, don't even have the gamer hunch right now. Do do. All right, Graha, go, go, boy, sick 'em. I go right here. That should get... Oh, he's dead anyways. Whoopsies. Bum, 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 bum. We have succeeded in transferring a soul stored within a specialized electrope device into a mechanical soldier, resulting in full control and function. No longer need we fear the erosion which lingering lightning energies inflict upon flesh and blood bodies. Yet, despite this crucial breakthrough, Master Calyx remains unsatisfied. That was Otis. It would divorce memory from soul, siphoning the soul's ether reserves while granting eternal life to the individual's memories. Unfettered to a soul, memories can not only be stored but also backed up as data. The Endless will be beings of pure information. His foreshortened lifespan was, perhaps, the very perspective needed to conceive of such a unique evolutionary path. Yep. Upper circuits, here we go! Meeta, yeet! Alright, what do you got this time, Calyx?
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom.
Protect your kingdom! To arms, go! Oh, it's a paladin. In you go, baby. You could die before I got you. Ooh, burning low. I should probably use these. All right. No. Don't touch me. No means no. No, don't touch me there. Ooh.
Allow me.
Was that you, Graha? Wow, so manly. Why would I want to escape your heal, Alphino? Wow, Graha's actually interrupting now. What? Did they make the AI on these better? Cool. I didn't read any patch notes, so... Is that something that this team can do? But I thought Spaghetti could. Here we go. Here's gonna be the big bad.
Very well. If one by one they fall, I'll send them all as one.
Huh?
The anguish you felt when you faced death. And rise. Rise to defend your nation, your people, and your love.
Wait, this was his plan?
Rise and meet the foe before you.
Okay. Oh yay, wall boss. Sir my brain just completely like offed itself right there. I have no idea what I was about to say. Oh dear. Okay, so Robos.
Countless lives are lost to the senseless conflict. War swells in scope and intensity.
Well, the fact that they showed means it might be possible to kill him on the aggro list. Oh, interesting.
Bombs rain down without pause or mercy.
Why did I do that? Whoopsies. Can I do that? Whoa.
Pillaging the promise of the future.
Whoa. Okay, this fight's actually kind of cool. So I am doing it on baby mode with all my friends. This fiend's so good. I didn't want anyone to take my LB from me. That's why I did it. What they need to do is just like increase the frequency at which those come out. They wanted to make it harder. Do 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 do. Mine, yoink! Got him. Ooh. I was... Ow. Ow. How did my butt fall asleep? Jeez. Alright. Let's see what happens. Is he gonna crash out? I can't believe that that was his challenge. Doesn't feel like that's his challenge.
The endless he sent against us. They were from the time of the storm surge, before I was placed into stasis.
As far as we know, the only sector to escape the shutdown was the one containing Calix's memories. Assuming a chronological system, every other memory stored in that sector would belong to people who lived around the same period in history as he did.
True.
Calix, how long have you pursued this madness?
We seem to have exhausted his defenses for the moment. I say we take advantage of this lull to press on.
Gotta be strong. Gotta be strong. Hello, Calix.
Well done. I commend your perseverance. The entirety of my memories are stored within this device. In the early stages of Endless creation, we established several core tenets. One is a prohibition on memory duplication. Despite the inherent risks, I agree and abide by this. Memories are the essence of the self and should not be diluted. We each have our goals. You seek to destroy your target. I seek to reclaim the key.
Okay.
Shall we forego the posturing and begin?
Yep. That wasn't his fight.
Do not doubt that we are here to fight, and I do not mean to lose. As one born of the same era, I must ask. Why do you pursue your evolution with such fervor? What do you hope to achieve with this eternal existence?
Your question is meaningless. I have ascertained a superior path to mankind's preservation, and that which must be done is that which I can do. What other
reason do I require?
That's just like your opinion, man.
Traditional survival strategies are at odds with an increasingly complex society, leading to a breakdown of order. This course promises no liberation from pointless conflicts or inane tragedies. Physical traits do not represent the limit of our potential. Why then should we relinquish that potential when our hearts cease to beat? I realized it was past time that we corrected our heading. Nothing more.
I mean, part of the reason is that the fact that we eventually die means that we try to leave our mark while we're still alive.
Even then, you were always so single-minded.
Well, you about to verbally slap him?
I too have a vision for the future, and your plan is not a part of it. I won't let you harm another Alexandrian.
Then fight we must. Thankfully, the entity I now summon will make short work of you and your comrades.
A summoning.
Ooh. Who are you summoning, my good friend?
What now?
Oh.
What was that? A chill? No, something else. I feel so cold. So weak.
Across Alexandria, a certain emotion is taking hold. The fear of death, terror for the eternal darkness that will, without fail, engulf the lives of every living.
This is weak. This is weak.
Allow me to introduce it to you.
I got it! I got one!
He killed another person for the Neo Regulator?
4,999! That's how many people he said they were up to! I made it just in time. Now to register.
You are too late. You are number 5001. Get wrecked, nerd.
Death can't touch me now. I'm free of all that crushing fear. Forever.
Congratulations to all who have acquired a Neo Regulator. We have reached our total of 5,000 registered users. The day of deliverance we promised will soon be upon us.
Oh, give it back!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You think that's what I want?
What? Is he gonna use all 5,000 of those guys against us?
Remember your fear of dying. That terror will carry you across the threshold, make of you an endless. Your prayers will birth a miracle which commands death itself.
What in the...
No, not the cat girl.
What's going on?
That could have been you, dude.
Securing the requisite ether is simple. I need only reroute lightning energy from living memory. Then I encourage the populace to define its form through hope and thought and prayer. Such an abstract method, however, is rife with unpredictable elements. What I wanted was an entity that could defeat you with utmost certainty. To that end, I set strict parameters for a concept of my own design. It was a laborious task, one that required almost more time than I had, but I managed it in the end. And now, everything is in readiness. I bid you, come forth.
This is.
What is that?
Mommy?
Primal summoning. One defined by a concept, no less. How did he learn such techniques? Keep these close.
That is a false deity, brought into being through the prayers of the desperate and the hopeful. The talismans will protect your minds from being enthralled.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
You still mean to stand against me?
Yes, dude. I mean the win, dude. Let's fight. Nice little pen flip.
That remains to be seen.
Ageless Necropolis. Cool. Necron. Cool. Wait, what? I'm at insufficient item level? Are you kidding me right now? Ugh. Fine. Man. Come on. I'm upset. Fine, I'll spend the money. Money, 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 money. I have 761. I actually probably could have gone to... Well, let's see how much it is. Okay. Where are you? Red Mage. 500 grand? That ain't bad. There we go. Can I go back into here and do it that way? All right, let's get in here. Let's do it. All right. Now let's do it. I mean, honestly, it probably would have been smarter to actually do it with an actual party so I don't constantly die. But, you know, nobody ever said I was smart. Mommy? Or is that a daddy? I can't tell.
Those who obstruct evolution shall suffer the rotting fate of all flesh.
I don't know why they're censoring its eyes. Walk with me, y'all. Walk with me, y'all. Walk with me, y'all. Let's go. Gonna be a red one? Yeah. It's always good to reset to the middle. Oh, it's too slow. Why do they all go that way?
Death is upon you. Perhaps this. Kill them.
Oh. So diamond means in.
Kill them.
Oh. Huh? Am I stupid? Ooh! What? How come I'm the only one dodging these?
I will reduce you to ether. You will die for me now.
Oh, they gotta hit each other. Or am I just weak? Could just be weak. Yeah, I'm just weak as heck.
Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit. The endless darkness engulfs you.
Whee! No doom.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that. Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, God.
Fight if you must.
Okay. Woo! No! Allison, you bitch!
Continue to grow.
no, no!
Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
Oh man, I thought that was the end. I thought I was dead.
I will reduce you to ether. Those who do not resist death deserve it. I am prepared for you. Kill them.
Okay. Yes! That's good. That's good. Necron card. Put it up. Cool. Man, it's getting late. After this, I'm probably gonna have to end it.
Is it over?
Now, the memory bank.
It's shielded.
Of course, you think he would leave it open like that?
I invited you to destroy it. I did not say I would let you.
Okay.
It is clear your strength cannot be gauged by ordinary means. But I anticipated as much.
What did you do to it?
ignorance is almost laughable. You do not understand that you yourselves are to blame. You brought death to my creation. What do you suppose happens when a being manifested by the fear of dying experiences that terror firsthand? It grows stronger.
I feel it again. Let's see. Weakness.
It will rise again and again until the lightning which infuses this entire world has been drained to its last spark. You fight a losing battle.
Got you right where I want you. Falling into my trap.
Harnessed in this manner, does it not demonstrate just how powerful mankind's aversion to death truly is? You will not prevail against this foe. I, meanwhile, will continue my crusade against mortality. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. That is the promise I offer.
So long as our memories endure. This is wrong, Alex. You twist the meaning of those words.
Yep. Yep. Could not have said it better myself.
They are not meant to teach the living that physical death is nothing to fear. They are meant to offer comfort to those we leave behind. I know that litany all too well. I heard it time and time again over the course of the war. Help me, Shale. I must speak to Alexandria. Make my voice heard.
Nahe, don't you recognize me? Nahe!
What's happening? What's wrong with them? What will become of us?
Fellow Alexandrians, please, heed my words.
What now? Another broadcast? I know that voice.
Death can be frightening and terrible. I understand the desire to forget, to seek eternal life and be freed from fear. Yet, we live in this world in the here and now, the bearers of memories varied and rich. Our worries can weigh heavy, and there may be nights when the darkness feels like more than we can bear. But if we can endure those dark hours, the world will always brighten come the dawn.
Yep.
And in the chill of that new morning, will the memories of loved ones be there to warm us and carry us forward? So do not forget their passing. Let them be our courage. Fear not a life well lived. For
What is this reaction?
Your primal doesn't have enough faith to sustain it.
An irregular factor in the equation.
He's gonna kill
Eliminate her.
her. Oh, no, you don't.
Memories cannot be duplicated, but they can be transferred.
Are we gonna fight him?
Leave the primal to us. Hurry and take care of that memory bank.
Just a slow transfer. Was he scared? Ooh. Hoo-ah. Aww. He's probably gonna escape by the skin of his teeth. Get that red mage combo. Of course she kill stole.
The others.
Heyo. He's just standing there, menacingly. Why didn't you swift cast, dude? Skin of his teeth. Told ya. Told ya. Man, I hate being right sometimes. He's alive. Man, her hands are messed up. That's gonna mat like crazy.
Careful. You're badly hurt. You'd be lucky if you only broke a bone or two. It won't be long until your fever rises. We need to see you back to Tulayolo and into the care of a chirurgeon.
You're injured.
I kept my promise.
Thank you, Lamati.
I'll finish up this mission, and then I'm gonna call it. She's yet to regain consciousness, but worry not, Lamati will be fine. I've been in touch with Val Koana, and he has made arrangements to convey her home, by which he means to come and fetch Lamati himself, apparently. Given the extent of her injuries and exertions, she'll likely spend many days abed. You just can't help yourself, can you? Like a certain someone. That said, we couldn't have done it without you. And once she had the barrier down, you saw to it that Calix's stored memories were destroyed along with the memory bank. He's still alive. 100% still alive. Which means preservation is no more, I pray. And no longer will Calix dictate the course of our people. No longer will our grief be locked away or forgotten. The freedom to feel joy and sadness, to feel all that we are meant to experience, it is in the hands of Alexandrians once more. I can never thank you enough. When we are rested and ready, we shall have to conduct a thorough investigation into how Calix came to know that summoning ritual. Aye, for where there are primals, the Esseans are near far. Oh yeah. Ascians on other reflections. And we must consider that those offered up prayers during the summoning may very well have fallen under the entity's sway. She'll wait here with our patient until Val Koana arrives. Feel free to go on ahead and attend to Alexandria's needs in the meantime. Yes, we should get going. I'll contact Shale en route and ask for an update on the situation in this city. Shall we make for the outskirts first then? We can check on things there before heading to Everkeep. I could walk, but, you know. Yo soy lazy. I was able to speak with Shale in Aaronville. I'll share news with everyone in just a moment. I've given Sphene an abridged explanation of primals and their enthralling influence. Too much detail would overwhelm her. Thank goodness, things are much calmer than I anticipated. No signs of recent violence. The soldiers have been behaving, at least. Everyone has been teaching me what it means to be enthralled by a primal. The outskirts seem untouched by trouble, as far as I can tell, but what if something awful has happened? Deep breaths, Fiend. Aaronville and Shale have brought me up to speed. First off, just as we feared, those who adopted the neo-regulators appear to have been enthralled. So far, however, they've not shown any hostility towards others. I suspect this was due to the calming effect of your broadcast. Government administrators are presently working with the rest of the citizenry to bring the afflicted into the care of the authorities, and I'm happy to report that this seems to be proceeding in a largely peaceful manner. What the heck was that? Government, yeah. Which is all well and good, but the city officials are understandably requesting an explanation of events. Raha Krile, would you be able to handle that? We shall return to aid with the treatment efforts forthwith. Meanwhile, might I suggest you look in on the people you fought so very hard to save? It may ease your mind to see the fruits of your efforts firsthand. Thank you again. How very fortunate we are to have you as our allies. Alright, this is where I'm going to call it. I got to wake up early for work tomorrow. So, those of you who have made it to this point in the stream, thank you so much for tuning in, spending, a good portion of your evening with me. And my goal is to try to finish this up maybe tomorrow. The stream will probably be later because I'll be doing workout and stuff like that. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and if I see you next time, well, you're amazing. And if you've made it to the end of the VOD, you're also amazing. Have a good one.